But meantime, let's get a fundamental view on the Indian markets. Joining us right now is Mr. A.K. Prabhakar, Senior Vice President Equity Research at Anand Rathi Financial Services in our Mumbai studio. Mr. Prabhakar, to begin with, do you think the market has the legs to touch those levels of 5,500 that everyone is keenly anticipating? And if so, that the upside of the market might just be restricted by all of this political turmoil?
I think upside is still possible. There are few stocks which are outperforming the market. To name a few, TCS is one stock, Hindustan Unilever, Kane India, even Grasim. So I think Nifty making higher levels is possible, and these political turmoil has been always there, and I don't think we have to give more importance to it now.
Right. So interestingly enough, the market has chosen to look the other way despite all this political turmoil that we're seeing in Delhi. Now, just the other day, we had someone saying that, we could possibly see 5,900 on the Nifty by Diwali. Is that a likely achievable target?
See, it is not very important to see Nifty because market has been here static. But stocks with high ROE has been outperforming, and we like to be stock pickers of the market rather than looking at Nifty or index. Now 5,500 or 5,900, our stock has to perform, and I think there are many stocks which are still looking very attractive to move in this kind of market also. I think higher side is possible. 5,900, I won't put a number to it, but higher side is possible in market.
All right. So then, which are those stocks that you're talking about?
See, Bayer Corp is one stock, BASF is one more stock. There are many MNC companies, Cummins India. So we have given Grasim, we have indicated Grasim, Kane India, TCS, even Infosys at these levels are looking attractive to us. So I think things are turning positive, and stock specific will give good returns.
Mr. Prabhakar, if we were to talk about M&M in today's session, it's cut its tractor sales forecast on account of the sowing area, which has dropped from the auto pack. Given the high interest rate scenario, are there any stocks that you would choose to buy?
No, M&M, see, after cutting, I think, the worst is there. Everybody knows that, this is one company which is outperforming. Even Mr. Ratan Tata came out to say that, they have outsmarted us. So this is one stock, any dip is an opportunity to include. And I think, 8 to 10% upside is surely possible in M&M. Asia Motors is one more stock we like in auto pack, but auto pack, Hero Motor and Tata Motor are two stocks where we see weakness, and downside is possible. So we are asking our clients not to be aggressive in that. But Bajaj Auto, Asia Motors and M&M is a must-have portfolio stock.
Okay, those are some of the stocks that we should certainly watch out for. But let's get, Mr. Prabhakar, request you to hold on with us. Let's get you now an ET Now exclusive. Now, more than 15 months after it acquired a majority stake in Andhra Paper mills, we understand that American giant International Paper is planning to take the acquisition private. Let's take it straight to Navneet Saluja. She joins in from our research desk with all the exclusive details. Navneet, to start off with, tell us what's afoot at Andhra Paper.
Well, one huge amount of buying has been seen in this counter. Well, what my sources are telling me that the company is looking to actually delist the company at a huge, substantial premium of around 600 rupees per share. Well, the company is right now preparing the documents to send to the stock exchanges with the delisting price, as well as complying with all the formalities which needed to be done for the delisting. Remember, last year in October, there was an open offer where the company bought additional 21.5% stake. Currently, International Paper, which is a NYSE listed company, has around 75% stake in the company. And last year when the open offer was conducted, remember, the retail investors were not given any kind of non-compete fee, which was around 130 rupees per share, but that non-compete fee was given to the promoters. That time the Bangur family was given the non-compete fee, after which SEBI had asked the company to increase the open offer price, whereby it said even the retail investors should be getting this non-compete fee. Well, that case is still pending with SAT, but as of now what we are hearing is that the company has already deposited 125 crore rupees in an escrow account with Citibank, and it is looking to delist the company. Also, if you look at the volumes, the buying interest has been quite huge, because if you look at the average percentage of deliverable quantity in the last 15 trading sessions, that has been huge, about 30% in the cash segment. And also if you look at the counter, over 2 days it's risen by over about 12-13%, and the volumes today have been huge, about 14 to 15 15 lakh shares have been traded in AP Paper.
Sure, but Navneet, SEBI did ask International Paper to increase its buyback offer price to retail shareholders. Tell us what the update over there is.
Well, George, that's the reason that the company is still waiting to come out with the formal announcement of delisting, because the case is still pending with SAT. But there's likelihood that the case will be ruled in favor of the retail investors, and that's the reason why company has fixed this price to 600. They had paid promoters 544 rupees for acquiring the stake, and in addition to that, they had given the non-compete fee. So the retail investors had asked that even they should be getting the non-compete fee. So that case is still pending, but likelihood is that it will be ruled in favor of the investors, but they will not get the entire non-compete fee. So the company has decided on one price, that is 600 rupees per share. The other news is that I've learned from my sources that the retail investors who had tendered shares in the previous open offer, which was in October 2011, they will be getting non-compete fee of 130 rupees per share, and that money has already been deposited with Citibank.
Navneet Saluja, thanks very much for keeping us up to speed with those exclusive details. So as Navneet pointed out, that delisting price is 80% above the current price. The stock also has been up and about in today's session, now at 332. Mr. Prabhakar, want to know what is your entire assessment of this news, and where do you see the stock price of AP Paper headed?
If there is a 80% gap, I think one has to be in the stock. And I think there is a huge upside in the stock. Maybe another 30-40% should be possible. So one has to be in the stock, and it has been an outperformer of a market. And this market has been rewarding only outperformers. Underperformers have been underperforming. So if there is an outperformer, stick with it, and that is giving better returns in this market.
Okay, that's a word which is coming in. Now the counter has tempered off from the high point of the day, but still holding fort in the green by 5.5%. To the banking space, Mr. Prabhakar, it's very evident that the asset quality pressures do persist for some of the PSU banks. Their stressed loans have jumped close to 62%. That's almost 3 times faster than their private counterparts. What is your view on the banking sector?
The PSU is one we have been telling to avoid of our investors, and private bank is where we like, we still like KTK Bank, which we have recommended here, and we like S Bank, IndusInd Bank, and J&K Bank, which is one private bank which is quoting near the book value, is one more stock we like. We are advising our clients to be aggressive in that stock also. But PSU Bank, I think if more correction happens, then value emerges, and I think State Bank at lower levels would become a good entry point. But other PSU banks, I would still wait for one more quarter to enter.
Right, so how about some of the small old private banks, like you did mention Karnataka Bank, others like Dhanlakshmi Bank or a Karur Vaishya, how would you view those banks?
See, if these banks have to adhere to Basel III norms, then they cannot exist alone. It will be taken over. That is a view we have, and if they are to be merged or to be taken over, then these offer lucrative returns. Karnataka Bank book value, 85-year-old bank, and book value is around 125. Same way KBB or Lakshmi Vilas Bank, Dhan Bank, any bank, there is an opportunity as a takeover candidate. So if that is there, one has to be patiently waiting for those kind of offers, and these levels, I think 30 to 40% in next 1.5 years is possible. I think that one should be invested in private banks.
Okay, thanks very much, Mr. Prabhakar, for taking the time out and joining in with those lucrative trading ideas for our investors. Let's take it straight to Rajat Bose to identify his top trading ideas. Rajat.
I'm looking at ITC as a contrarian buy, ITC with a stop below 262.50, and target is 269 to about 271. State Bank continues to look weak to me, and when I sent the trades to your research desk, it was around 1890, and now the targets can be revised even further downwards to about 1882, 1873 and 1868, and put a stop above 1902. Ranbaxy, another outperformer in today's markets, you can buy it with a stop below 542, and the targets for the day is 554.50 to about 556, and its short-term target would be 571.
Rajat Bose, thanks as always for joining in with those top technical picks right here on Market Sense. We slip into a quick break right here on the show, but on the other side, it's the opening bell for the European markets. They're likely to open on the downside on account of the worries emanating from Spain.